Good morning from me and little sugar bug. Come with me on the last day of my job. Whoa! You have no idea how excited I am. Also, do not mind my nails. I know they're gross. I have to redo them.
But I mean that, like, not just like, okay, this is a company. I mean, I never.
So that's even more of a hot bar, and those are the attractions, at least, that people will go to.
Line, and we had literally came from the airport.
Yeah.
Then here, I feel like it's more where it's like, oh, this pizza's gluten free. I didn't even know.
Milk, okay?
I need my cream.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you guys drink dairy milk?
whole milk. Yeah.
Quick.
I just feel like you guys have so many different variations.
Yeah. But it is this weird.
Yeah, once they start asking, like, what do you do for work? You're like,
A little
case a little cashmere set. They have some kid stuff that are
usually female dominated.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, but
Make
it's
it
like
cool
a
again.
really, it's not a cringy. So that's why I'm saying that, because I feel.
And then we take a picture of the girl and they're like, do you want? And he's like, okay, I'll get the
I love it so much.
I know, it's so sweet.
Yeah. Are you guys doing any more live shows right now?
And I'm like, wait.
I went into my closet to grab my shoes and Miss Sugar Bug got scared and she's hiding under the bed. Look how cute. Miss Sugar Bug. This is her favorite toy, by the way. It's like a cute little blue mouse. It's honestly disgusting. I need to get her more toys because they're also dirty. She carries this around the house and she'll just go room to room and she'll like cry until like she finds you and she drops it by my feet. I think she just wants to be congratulated on like her cutie little hunt. And it's so sweet. She brings me a little gift. She also has like this little red fuzzy ball that has like tinsel in it. She really loves that ball too. It's somewhere over here. I don't really know where it is. It's always like hidden in some place. There's a pile of some of her toys. So I will explain later on in this video. Also, that sound of water running is Sugar's water fountain that I have to fill up. But yeah, I will explain why today's my last day. Oh, do you hear her? I'm in here, Miss Sugar. Miss Sugar Bug. I'm right here, Miss Lady. I'm right here. She has her little toy. Come here. What are you looking for? Are you looking for Junior? She might be looking for Junior. Today he is getting spayed, or actually neutered, because he's a boy. So he's not home. I don't think he's gonna be home like all day. So she's gonna be alone and lonely, and I feel really bad that I have to go into the office. Since it's my last day, I have to give up all my devices and like monitors and stuff. Yeah, I haven't been into the office in a hot minute. I've been working remote these past couple of weeks. Very different for me to get dressed this early in the morning. I'll just say that I have been wearing my sweats and my PJs. But it's a nice, good change. It's honestly pretty chilly. That's why I'm wearing a sweater. But later on today, it's gonna be like 75 and I know I'm gonna be burning up, but I'm freezing right now. I'm freezing. It's like 40 degrees. I am not a cold weather girly. I think I belong somewhere where it's always sunny and maybe by a beach. I think I just can't do the cold, even though the fashion for cold weather is so cute to an extent. There's a certain point where cold weather fashion turns into just a marshmallow bundle of you layering on clothes. I also want to make a coffee, but I was using these like Korean coffees, Korean instant coffees called Maxim, and they're so freaking bomb. It has the creamer, it has the sugar, all in the little pouch, and it's just so easy to take and go. Just pour hot water in it, and it's literally the perfect cup of coffee. And I know probably all of you coffee connoisseurs are probably like, what? It's instant coffee. I know. But it's literally so good. Ever since I ran out of my big box of those, I made like my normal coffee on my Keurig, and it just wasn't the same, you guys. Who are you? Miss Ladybug. Miss Ladybug. I'm right here. Hello. Did you forget I was in the kitchen? Did you forget I was in the kitchen? Yeah. Cutie patootie. I just left my job for the very last time. I feel honestly like a sense of relief. Like, I guess I expected for this day to come. They told me last Friday that today was gonna be my last day, so I guess I was mentally preparing like all weekend and this upcoming week for this day, but I honestly don't feel, I guess I feel numb. I don't know, like I don't feel any emotions towards it. I don't feel sad about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm honestly just like, okay, I feel like this is just like a path that my life has to go through to get to like the next stage. And I feel like I'm just ready to walk through it. And all day I was just done. I don't know. This experience at this job has taught me a lot about management, how to run a company efficiently and effectively, how to be transparent with the people around you. Wow, I just can't believe that that's done. It was just so easy. Like I thought I would feel a lot more emotions bubbling up in the surface, but I don't. It honestly just feels like I just took like a big breath and like stress is like off my shoulders. I don't really have a plan B or what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna talk to you guys about that later on in this video and also give you a housing update because I haven't given you a housing update I think since January when my car got broken into again outside of my gym. I feel like things are just aligning. It's springtime, which is like usually a symbol for like rebirth and like new life, and I feel like I am also entering that stage. Now I'm debating whether to drive 30 minutes to go see Victor at his job because, fun fact, it's also his last day at his job. He starts a new job on Monday, which is so exciting for him. Or to go get like a Lenny's sandwich. And the sandwich sounds really, really good. And I also have a really bad headache. But I haven't visited him at his job like ever in like the 4 years that we've dated. I think I've gone once, maybe twice with his family, with his parents to go see him. I think I went one time. And I feel like he really wants me to go see him and like spend his last shift there with him. That rush hour traffic drive, 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, but I could do it. I can do it to see my boo. I think I'm going to, because if I go home, God knows I will not go out of that house. I will not. All right, I guess let's make this drive. I think I'm gonna FaceTime my brother or my siblings, catch up with them, see what they're doing on this lovely Friday. The sun is shining, like it just feels really, really, really good. Really positive vibes, you know? Good beginnings, good new beginnings are coming our way. I can feel it, I can smell it, I can sense it. Let's get this drive on the road. I just keep getting hit in the face. It's been a couple of days. I feel like every single time I turn on the camera, I have so much to update you on. I don't even know where to begin. For starters, maybe I should close this door because it's echoing. I just did my taxes and I got royally butt fudged. Why is adulting so trash? Adulting is not fun. I expected to pay this much in taxes, but I didn't expect to pay as much as I did for someone to prepare my taxes to file. Insane. And I was gonna be paying even more until I literally was like, hold on, that's insane. Why am I paying you that much? And then they did some other stuff and then they were like, oh, I actually brought it down to this much. And I'm like, I guess that's better, but it's still insane. Anyways, I'm not even gonna get into that because the more I think about it, the sadder I get. Now I know never to go to that company ever again because what the fudge. Besides the point of that, this morning, which is so sad, so. Anyways, I have a lot to catch up on with you guys, and I guess first things first is I should give you a housing update. I don't think I talked about my home or housing situation since January, since they broke into my car at the gym. So with that, my roommate's cars a couple of weeks later were also broken into right outside of our house. Gotta love Memphis. We all just mutually agreed not to renew the lease next year, and we're all moving our separate ways. One of my roommates actually moved out back to her home. It's been about like a week or so since she left. So currently it's just me and my other roommate. It was the 3 of us. Technically, it was the 4 of us, but that's a whole nother story time I cannot get into right now. So it was the 3 of us. One of them moved back home a little bit early because Memphis was dragging her through the mud. And you know what, girl, I feel you because Memphis is dragging me through the mud too. with us not renewing the lease, I would have stayed in Memphis if it wasn't for what I'm about to tell you a little bit later. So I feel like that was another sign for me to just get the heck out of here. I just thought it was better for me to take this time to go back home. So with that being said, in about 2 to 3 weeks, I want to say 2 weeks, I will be moving back home to Georgia with my family, and that's gonna be a big transition because now I have a little ladybug with me. That's gonna be a huge transition because I haven't lived back home with my parents for, I want to say, about 4 to 5 years. I don't know how I'm gonna feel moving back into my childhood bedroom. None of my stuff is in there. My parents were so gracious and converted my room into like a mini office space slash like extra guest room, which most parents I suppose do once their child goes off to college or moves out of the house. So I never expected to be back at the age of 25, but you live and you learn, and life throws you curveballs, and God's like, get the heck out of here because this is not where you need to be right now. So yes, so I'm gonna be moving back home with Miss Lovely Sugarbug, but I honestly feel like a part of me is ready for a change. So be prepared to see a different setup than this bedroom right here or this house. There's not that many of you, but if you are an OG watcher, you will probably recognize the bedroom that I'm gonna be living in. That's update number 1. Okay, and then update number 2, this week is the first week that I am technically, quote unquote, a freelancer. With that being said, and I don't want to say too much, but the current job that I was in, it is such a joke, and I don't want to get too much into it because it boils my blood. But basically, my position was absolved out of nowhere. I was a contractor with that company, and they had promised me full-time employment, but some things were going down, and corporate is corporate. And honestly, these 2 experiences that I've had working in the corporate environment is shady as hell. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if maybe I'm just not meant to be a corporate girly. My last day was last Friday, and it really sucked to hear the news, but I was kind of expecting it to happen because, like I said, corporate is so shady. It's just the experience that I've had graduating after college, and I'm sure not everyone has this experience in corporate, but it's just like, is third time the charm? I don't know, because the first time, shady. The second time, also shady. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like, maybe this, like, even though it's sad, this event in my life, or these events leading up to where I am in my life now, hold on, I need to sneeze, is pushing me in the direction to be where I need to be. And obviously I am like a true believer that everything happens for a reason. So I feel like there is something better and bigger back home, as sad as that kind of is to say, because I don't want to leave Victor and I don't want to leave the friends that I have here, and I genuinely like the life that I have built here. So it just kind of sucks that I feel like life is literally just pushing me to get out of this state. Right now, the only thing that I feel is secure in my life is home. I did have plans of working remote with the job that I had back at home, but it didn't go in my plans, and maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I have a couple clients lined up, and I have a little side business working as an assistant designer for a freelancer herself. I'm really grateful for the fact that I have some kind of income coming in at the moment. Yeah, this is the reality, and this is one of the main reasons this job was just so shady the past like 6 to 7 months that I've been working with them, that it was one of the main reasons why I did not look further into staying in Memphis or getting out of the city and maybe moving into the suburbs, into like a nicer area where my car wouldn't get stolen or broken into again. I felt so unsecure in the job that I had right now just because of the environment in the office and the management and just the way things were being handled with layoffs, and then with my job personally, that I was like, life is, I can't sign another year lease and then be fired a couple months later, which is literally what happened. I was having so much doubt and anxiety over my decision. I literally would cry at night because no one wants to move when they don't personally like make that decision. But I felt like life was just forcing me to make that decision. Does that make sense? Water break. But I got to a point where I didn't feel safe in my house because my car was broken into, and I didn't even feel safe going to the gym because my car was broken into, and I didn't feel safe in my job because of how unstable and unsecure the management and the way the company was being run was. So that ultimately led to my decision moving back home. And I have nothing lined up for me at home other than a bedroom and a loving family. I pushed off like with this update because I honestly was not sure what my life was gonna become in April, which is when my lease ends, which is now. Because I was scrambling, you guys. I was like, well, can I do this? Can I move here? Can I maybe like get this? Like, I've been applying to jobs and stuff. It's just nothing has really popped up. And like I said, my job was promising me things, so I didn't feel the need to fully invest myself into applying to new jobs. But hindsight, looking back at it, I shouldn't have believed them. Enough of that. But yes, I am moving in about 2-3 weeks. My last day is going to be April 20th here. So I do plan on coming here at least like once a month or once every other month for a week at a time, if life permits me to come back. So in the meantime, now that I have like this downtime of space where I can pack and like, I guess, focus on myself until I move back home. Yeah, I've just been, I guess, trying to get my life together and organized, and I need to start packing things, cleaning up the house a bit, just seeing like what needs to be thrown away, what can be donated, what can be kept. It's just a lot, especially with my family being like 400 miles away. My dad and my brother are so graciously coming the day that I move to, I guess, pack up all this furniture. Yeah, we're gonna be riding back to Georgia, all of us together, me in my car with Miss Sugarbug, and them in my dad's truck with all the furniture. I didn't think I would be in this position, especially like graduating college like not too long ago, but they do say your 20s are to figure your shit out. So those are the updates. I really hope a year from now I can look back at this video and be like, oh my gosh, like you had no idea like what was waiting for you. Girl, if I'm doing worse, oh my gosh, like I just would scream. I would scream. That's also gonna be the majority of this video, I suppose. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I know that's like leaving this video on like kind of like a heavy note. Like what now? Girl, I have no freaking idea. If I could tell you, I would, but my life is in shambles, like literal shambles. And I'm just trying to figure it out day by day. Here's to just manifesting good and lively and vibrant and beautiful and loving life. Fingers crossed. There is more to this. If you stayed for this whole rambling sesh, I appreciate you. And I want to say thank you for watching this video and staying up to date with my life, because I know right now it's hectic, but I hope in the future it's a little bit more stable. I can't kid about this. I really can't. Anyways, I appreciate you cutie little patootie for watching this video. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe down below. If you haven't liked this video already, go ahead and leave a like down below, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully with better and brighter news. That's all I can say. All right, bye.